Hi, 5th of April, Wednesday. Let's discuss today's market with the TWB chart, shall we? Disclaimer applied as usual. All right, let's bring the market right now. Now, today is Qingming Day, right? So today, Hong Kong is closed. And for China, we can see pretty lackluster movement. But we can see that the market did try to go up this morning to 13,394. And then it pulls back. But the good part is that it stays above the current uptrend channel. So probably this is going to be a start. And of course, there's some optimism coming in that seeming that Xi Jinping is going around and trying to make a lot of alliance with a lot of people. So there seems to be some positiveness coming into this market. Yeah. And of course, China has come back from COVID period. So now again, there's some funds are being flown to China, and we'll see how it goes from there. Now let's look at the US market for today. Now, before we go into that, let's check the 5% retracement chart. Yeah, let's take a look, quick one. Okay, moment. Okay. Now, the thing is this is the Dow Jones 5% retracement mark on an all-time high level. So what we see is that the Dow at 90% is 33,258. Yeah. Okay, let me just write down properly for you. Okay. So the Dow went above it 3 days ago, and it went all the way high to about 33,750 range. And we have a pullback yesterday as we expected that. And today, most likely, the Dow may be touching 33,258 again. Okay. Now, this can be crucial. Now, based on statistics, if the market do pull back, right, usually there will be a pullback of a certain magnitude, about 200 to 300 points. Then after that, we have a recovery. So we saw that before, that was back here again when it came off, and we have a recovery. So the thing is this, if there's going to be a repeated pattern right now, we do expect the Dow to go below 33,258 and maybe a little bit more. And if history is a way of looking at from patterns, then maybe we can see it back here again. But of course, if the market insists on the downside, then we can expect the Dow to trade downwards to 32,335. That was where it started its move right here. Okay, so that is the Dow Jones using the 5% retracement mark. Next one will be the gold, right? Gold prices. Well, gold itself has been pretty incredible. Gold ever since it broke above the 1919 level right here, that's where it is. It went up to 1971 within one single trading day, and then went sideways for like about 10 days. And yesterday, it blasted up all the way and reached my next target of 2022, right? Many people have made money from there. Congratulations to you. So the thing is this, if the gold maintain above 2022, my God, the next target can be as high as the all-time high level of 2074. But of course, there's a KCB that's somewhere around 2039 area. So that should be the first level the market could be going. All right, so traders, do watch out for that. Okay. All right, so that is the, excuse me, that will be for gold. Yeah. Okay. All right, so for today's Dow Jones, let's take a look right now. For the Dow Jones, let me just change my color a little bit. Okay. Oops, sorry, there's something wrong with my side. Okay, for the Dow Jones today, if the downside continue, all right, we can see coming down to the 33,305 area. So that will be the KCB of the Dow, but this is not pressure chocolate bar, this is a normal KCB, all right? So you've done it yesterday, the market went down below that, so that's why the market could be the threat to it. Anything lower than 33,000 will be scary because the next number can be as low as 32,859 level. That's another 450 points downside, yeah? Now, while we're waiting for this to happen, for Dow today, why is it selling? Because today's opening price happened to be below pivot 2. Now, we all learned that as long as the market opens below pivot 2 and it stays below OP, there will be some selling because it's a classic sell. Now, of course, we know that the indicators-wise are all pretty bullish right now. But remember, price action always overrides, okay? So if the market says sell, just have to follow through the selling point. And of course, as I mentioned, since today, you can see that it's below the MLP, that basically facilitates the downside even stronger, yeah? But the MA200 and MA30 are all at the bottom. So that means that the short term, there could be pullback, but it shouldn't warrant a big sell-off. Yep. So that is the Dow Jones. And for the NASDAQ, let's take a look. For NASDAQ today, we are having a DJDD with Doji directional day. So based on the chart, you can see right now, based on the chart, right, if the market continue to fall today, the NASDAQ, sorry, will be able to touch 12,967. Now, the current price is 13,074, so we're talking about 100 points away from here. But is it possible? Well, it is, because you can take note on the left or right side, the market actually is now trading below the opening price and the pivot 2. Similarly, at Dow Jones, when the market opens below OP, below pivot 2, usually there will be some profit taking. And on top of that, because today is a DJDD, so most likely the market will be taking a directional position. All right, of course, directional can be up, can be down, but at least for now, it's seemingly going to the downside. And take note, the KSI has turned red yesterday, and although the KCX is still, blank, but that means that there's some selling pressure coming in for the NASDAQ. Yeah. So take note of that. This is very, very important. Okay, let's look at S&P 500. Now, S&P 500, we do expect to be hitting the 4150 resistance, but of course, it went to the high. Let me take a look right now. It went to a high of 4144 and then pull back. So if this is to continue, let's just take a look. If the market continue to go down, I strongly believe that it will see 4052, the level that I mentioned previously. So that is one thing to take note. And same thing again, guys, based on the chart, you can see very clearly the opening price of today is actually below pivot 2. Now, is it by coincidence that trigger market is below pivot 2, or just because it moved in tandem, that's why it's doing this? Well, I'll leave it to you, right? But the thing is this, if it stays below OP, it will be a sell. And of course, the KSI and the KCX are all positive, but price action always overwhelm indicator. So therefore, it is possible that we can see the S&P 500 trading now to 4052, because I don't see any more support around here unless the BNB level. Let's take a quick one now. The BNB support itself is 4087. Okay. Okay. So one more number to take note of. 4087 will be a strong resistance. Okay. Right for you. So for support in a way. So, but if the market loses 4087, then I think the downside could be all the way to 4052. Yeah. So please prepare for yourself. Okay. Okay. So we are done with the US indices. All right. Let's look at the Nikkei for quick one. Nikkei has continued to sell off. We have been mentioning to people that if Nikkei has come off, right, it will be hitting 27,464. Now, that is the reason why you can take a look on the TWB chart. Basically, for today, Nikkei also opened below the pivot 2, 28,171. So by right, below OP, below pivot 2, it will be a sell. And the market really, really take advantage of that and came off quite a little bit. Yeah. So the thing is this, we are pretty near now to the BNB extension of 27,674, because for 80 points away, I believe it will happen. But interestingly, the KSI and the KCX, both of them are actually in the positive side. So that's the reason why I say price action overrides everything. Okay. All right. So that is Nikkei for you. Let's look at the FTSE. Let's take a look, a quick one now. Okay. For FTSE, today we are expecting a what they call a further downside, and that should be able to bring the market down to somewhere around here. Oops, sorry, change my color. But somewhere around here, about 7610 level. All right, but of course now we have a white candle. If the market continue to rally, then we can see 7690. Now for the FTSE today, same thing. The FTSE opening price is already below pivot 2, very incredible. And the thing is this: if the market stays below OP, there will be some selling. But of course, KSI and KCX are all supporting him. So at the moment now, no much big danger. But when the market goes to somewhere around, let's say MLP or OP, right, then things may change a little bit. Now we'll take a look on that by then. Okay, so that's FTSE. Let's look at DAX round, shall we? Now DAX is a doji directional day, pretty clear of that. All right. So for DAX, you can see that as long as it stays below OP, it will be a sell. And truth be told, you can see right now that this DAX is coming off. Right, below OP, below MLP, definitely it will be a sell. And how low can it go? Well, it can go down to 15,432. So which that means it's about 140 points away. And the thing is this, guys, very important is that if once the market goes below pivot 2, no matter how, it's going to be very dangerous for this, because it may go down further to the 95% mark, which is 15,487. And if things go drastic, we may even see going down to MA30 for 15,332. Okay. All right. So that is the view of the DAX. Let's look at crude oil, shall we? Now, for crude oil, everybody is asking now, with crude oil gapping up by so much, why is it not coming down? Well, you must understand once again, this is a demand supply problem, nothing to do with archery, nothing to do with any what they call trading, scalping, speculation. No. Okay, so basically for today's this crude oil for today, right? We expected the crude oil to come down to somewhere around 18.39, which already happened. So the next thing is this: if the market were to come down, it will have to cover the gap. But we can see that the buying has been pretty relentless. All right. So I'm not going to call a sell over here. To me, itself, any dip is a buy. And based on the strategy we see right now today, if the market stays below OP, it will be below pivot 2. Hence, therefore, it's not worth it. Okay, it's definitely not worth it. But if you think that the crude oil will pull back to 920 for a short run, then you can try it. But FYI, both KSI and KCX are not approving it. Yeah, but of course, on price action, if you think you are okay with that, go ahead, do what you want. Okay, all right. So that is the crude oil. And now let's look at the currency market. A quick one on currency. So we'll have the pound first to begin with. All right, pound today continue to surge because the KSI and KCX are all very bullish right now. And based on what we are seeing here, there is a possibility that the this pound can go higher because the pound is looking at much higher level and probably we're 125, 126 level. Okay, so the thing is this, we can see pound is sitting above MLP, but it's now rejected by P2. So by right, okay, if it comes down, there'll be a red candle. Hence, therefore, all the candlestick it will be drawn automatically. No, basically, so it will come down. So that is where the market will decide which level it will be going. Yep. Okay, so that is your pound. Let's look at the dollar yen. That's my dollar yen. Okay, it's here. I got it. Okay, for the dollar yen, been down for 2 days in a row, and it seemed that it may be going down lower. And this time around, we're looking at 130.83 down. That is somewhere where we just started. Yeah. So what is happening right now is the US going to be crashing or the US going to be depolarizing. So we don't know, but we think that what we need to do is I just need to really understand the next few days. So based on the chart right now, the market opens between the two pivot, but both KSI and KCX are all kind of sell signal. So I can say is this now, if the market stays below 13169, which is the OP for today, which is now happening, then you should stay on the sell side for now with a trailing stop. Okay, I repeat, you should have a trailing stop right now and see how it goes over there. All right, because from the way I look at it, there is a chance that we're looking at further downside later on. Okay, so that is the dollar yen, and of course we have the euro. So for euro, if the dollar is going to be going down, the dollar is getting weak, right? So euro and pound should be trading higher, and you can see that now euro is pushing up to 1.09890. Well, of course, if you can go there, that would be excellent. But of course, for people like here itself, right? Let's take a look. You can roughly see that the market is full of the same challenger, and everybody was looking for the 1.10 level. But if you look at it closer, there's a lot of resistance there. So all I can say is this: once it's done, you can just let it go because how we reverse back with it. Yeah, there's something to take note. Okay, done with pound. There's euro. There's a euro right now. Okay, for euro, it's standing very firmly above pivot 2. Okay, of course, you know that once the market hit below 2, there will be some selling effect. Next thing is that you can see the KSI and KCX are all okay, so everything can be done here. But the 1.0939 is a very important support for the euro. Yeah. Okay. Upside itself is 1.09890. Okay. All right. So we're done with currency. Let's look at gold and silver. Okay, gold is pulling back a little bit. Okay, gold basically now, let's take a look. It is kind of bullish. Okay, gold should be moving higher to 4049, so my bet not 39. And both KSI and KCX are all in the positive side. So that's why gold in the short term, it should be sideways a little bit as usual. But then after that, it should shoot up again to 2049. All right. So now at the moment now we can see on the screen that there's ain't really anything else. And but we look at the market and see whether 2049 can be traded. Yeah. Okay, let's look at silver. Now, silver this morning touched $25, I believe, 25.13. Oh, that's very cool. So the thing is this right now is pulling back, and 23.97, 23.89 will be the first two levels to watch out for. But the thing is this, we must understand, let me just bring silver in. Oops, there's some issue here. Okay, so you can see from here itself. Let me Okay, so for the silver, we have seen yesterday a one push up all the way from the low end of 23 plus, right? 23.80. It went all the way up to 24.95. Okay, around that area. So for silver, as long as it stays above pivot one, pivot one is where pivot one is at this point here. So as long as it's not staying, it's not going in there, right? Then it will be stuck here as well. On this point note, right, I suspect that there will be some resistance about this $25 on the silver, and I think that any pullback to this long V at 23.96, or basically look at this where it can go from here. Oils are still pretty bullish right now for this silver. Okay, let's do the last two, and that will be Bitcoin, Ethereum. Now, Bitcoin is still mounting up. Bitcoin is going to go back again and test the hallmark of 29,184. And of course, we're also watching over here, and seemingly that things should be okay. So based on what we are seeing right now, very, very sure that for Bitcoin, it has recovered from the CCYR, now jumping back to CCRY. So there is a very good chance that Bitcoin may be going to 29,184 level. But again, still take note itself, we need to do more what they call checking first, right? So for KSI, it's actually kind of like a weak. Okay, that's why you see that the market, the thing is that we have to watch out for this one here. Okay, that's for Bitcoin, and we all know that Bitcoin, after that will be Ethereum. And to wrap it up for Ethereum, it has been pretty strong. As I tell you guys, Ethereum is pretty strong, see like they find the niche. So for Ethereum, if we continue to trade higher, we can see going up to all the way, let me just double check, going up to 1938 level. And for the TWB chart user, you can see that the market is now already moving up. It should be able to see some resistance at 1945. And then after that, we look at how things happen. By the moment now, KSI and KCX is all bling and green. So that's why upside potential is definitely there. And the first target is 1939. Yeah, then we don't want the rest. Okay, that will be all for today. Thank you very much. This is Cal signing off. Bye-bye.